Welcome to the Speak Her Podcast with your host, Camille Essick, the podcast where innovators and creators connect. Let's get started.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. This is Camille Essick. I'm host of the Speaker Podcast, the podcast where innovators and creators connect. What I need you to do right now is hit that notification bell and subscribe. I'm streaming across all platforms such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, and Pandora. And y'all, I'm also on Facebook as well. I would love to hear from you. You can send an email to me at thespeakerpodcast@gmail.com. And if you didn't hear tonight, we have a new theme song for the podcast. Yes, I wrote it. I do have other songs out and available. I've been dipping into my creative bag, you all, and I've been flipping podcast episodes into songs. So you can catch those songs that are now streaming on all platforms, such as Apple, iHeartRadio, etc., in addition to YouTube. And I do have a couple of like mini shorts to accompany the song, kind of like a little video, but not really, but they are there. So without further ado, my sister and friend Adelia Johnson is tonight. We're gonna have a great conversation. So be sure to like, comment, and share, and lean on that share button real tough. Adelia, welcome back.
Hi, thank you so much for having me back.
You know, every time you're here, it is a good time.
It
Every
is
time.
indeed. It is indeed. Backstage is always a hoot.
Yes, we have a lot to unpack tonight. So those that may be new to our audience, because we've added some markets since the last time you were here. We've added Austin, Texas, LA as well. And we also have picked up some more listeners in Germany, which outside of the US, Germany is our largest. I don't know who's in Germany. Whoever you are, thank you. But they love the Speaker Podcast in Germany. So thank you. So fill people in on who you are and what you do.
All right. So I'm liking and sharing, y'all. I am not distracted. Okay. I just
Yes.
want y'all know what I'm doing.
I'm doing the same.
Yeah, I'm liking, I'm sharing, I'm sending the links to my people.
Thank you.
And I think that you all should be doing the same actually. So go ahead, like, share, tag. So my name is Adelia Johnson. I am a oh gosh, I wear a lot of hats. But I will say I'm a social worker by profession. I'm a licensed therapist. I'm a servant in my church. I'm a sister. I'm a friend. I'm a mother of an amazing 16-year-old who gives me no grief whatsoever. And
a host.
An
event host.
Y'all, I'll be forgetting that part. I'm an event host, yes, of the Sister Hype Squad experience this year, the Teen Hype Squad experience. I'm super excited about that. Oh, and I'm an author. I have like 4 books.
And a podcaster.
And I'm a podcaster. I am on Morning Coffee. There we go. Let's just
intercessor. Like you do all the things.
I do be praying, y'all. I really do. Yeah. I'll be praying like I need to all the time. But when I'm on it, woo, I'm on it.
I'm so glad to have you here. You have an amazing event coming up. I'm already registered. We're going to talk about that shortly. But the first thing I want to do, I want to hop in and just jump into some things because since the last time you were here, you know, you were kind of coming out of a grieving process, kind of going through the grieving process.
Yes.
But at the same time, you're kind of glowing up on us. Like not growing up, you are, but you are glowing up. And so sometimes you can go through these seasons of experiencing the new you, your new you. So what does that mean to truly live in your new season? Because how can I say this? You know how you pray for things, you expect things, you've been waiting for that season to come.
Yeah.
But how do you walk into this new season when it's your season and you're not dealing with imposter syndrome or self-sabotage or like that bad conversation in your head, like, man, I don't deserve this. What if I mess this up? So how is Adelia Johnson thriving in her season?
Well, Thank you. That's an amazing question. Yes, I definitely was walking through grief. And it's interesting because I'll even use that as we talk about walking into new seasons, right? As you walk into new seasons, you're going to have to give yourself permission to grieve old seasons. And I realize as I'm walking through this new season, like my sister said, there's a glow up. There are a lot of things happening in my life that I have not disclosed at all publicly via social media. And these things have these are new blessings that I thought I was ready for, but it's a new space. And so I have walked, if I can be just completely transparent, I have walked into this season with a lot of doubt. I've walked in with a lot of questions. I've walked in with this urge to want to go back to what's comfortable. And I've had to fight it all. I've had to fight it all. I've had to convince myself, not so much that I'm deserving, but I just serve such an amazing God that he wants me to have so much of what I don't deserve. And so just because he is he's always making me better than I deserve, then I should walk in this season in confidence. Something my pastor said that I really am blessed by is that we don't have to be afraid to be blessed in our church. Because when you're blessed and you're the only one blessed in the circle, that can weigh on you, you know. And you do want to see everybody else blessed. But the truth of the matter is you let God deal with you in a certain way. I let God deal with me. Let me talk about me. I let God deal with me in a very certain way. It's been a very hard season of adjustments, a lot of changes, but I'm leaning on God and what God says about me instead of what all of these thoughts try to convince me of. Does that make sense?
It does. It's something you said. I just kind of want to dig out a little more. You were saying like when you're the only one in your circle blessed, like kind of take me there. Like what does that look like, or what has that looked like for you?
What that has looked like for me, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I don't have people around me that's not blessed, or
Right.
you know, or anything like that. But when you are around people, because there are still some people that I'm close to, that I love and I care about real hard, and they're making different decisions that are not yielding positive results in their lives. And so it hurts me, number one, to see them making these decisions. I love these people, right? However, I'm also finding that I have to put distance between these people and myself because, you know, like you may have seen something on social media where it was 2 strawberries in a jar and one of them had mold on it, the other one didn't. Eventually mold started growing on the other strawberry. I have to be very careful that mold doesn't begin to grow on my behavior, on my character, on my habits, on my finances, because some of these people that I love and I care about, they're not financially conscious. So they let's go out to eat. Nah, like my money has a bigger goal right now. So I can't do the $100, $200 steakhouses. I love them. I have done them. I will do them. But right now in this season, I cannot because I have a larger goal in front of me. And so if I get the urge to go do something like that, I need to be putting my money aside. And I need people that are going to coincide. If I tell you what I'm pushing toward, I don't need you to encourage me to go against that. And so that's a red flag for me. That doesn't mean that don't mean you're a bad person or nothing like that. It's just that I don't need to be sharing my goals with you. And then you ask me to do something that's contradictory to the goal. That's not going to work. So that's what I mean. In this season, you are blessed, right? I got people that are blessed, but you blessed in a different way than I am right now. And there are levels to this, and there's a level of maturity that goes along with it. And so I'm just in this different space, like with my finances, with my decision making. Some places I can't be. Some things I can't do. Some money I can't spend. And so that's what I mean by that. Our goals are different. Our focuses are different, and our decisions are different. And you can see the difference of decisions. Like, and I'll just give as an example, and I'll hand it back over. But like on Tuesday, the audacity of you to even ask me to go anywhere on a Tuesday night. Why would you do that when you know my normal is that I'm at Bible study on Tuesday night? If you ask anybody, that knows me. Adelia, where Adelia at? Like clockwork. 9 times out of 10, I'm at Bible study. If I'm not at Bible study, I probably don't feel well, or something's going on with my son. Like maybe, oh, my earring fell off, or maybe like a track event or something like that. But for you to consistently ask me to do something on a Tuesday night, really?
Yeah,
Out
I
of
think
your
it's more like you're
positions?
protecting vision, and you're protecting vision, which I
Okay.
understand.
Yes.
Um, yeah, for me, my Tuesdays and Sundays are black dated on my calendar. Like Tuesdays and Sundays for me are off limits for anything.
Cousin. That's my cousin.
Hey, thank you for joining us. But my Tuesdays and Sundays, those are blacked out, and I don't do anything. Even on Saturday, after a certain time, I shut it down only because I'm getting my mind ready for Sunday. And so
Yes.
during the day on Saturday, if there's anything that I need to do, I'll
Hmm.
take care of that. But then by a certain time on Saturday, I begin to kind of wind down and shift everything because to me, Sunday for some of us, it's almost like a work day kinda, but it's also a day just of worship and everything, and so I just cut a lot of things off for that time, so I totally
That's my
understand.
cousin, y'all, by the way.
And then in terms of, when you're mentioning about finances, I think for me is more so as far as in the season, being protective of space because
Yes.
I'm still going through healing in some areas,
Mhm.
and I was having this conversation with someone the other day. It's like God is taking the residue off,
Mm,
and because it's still fresh, I have to be very mindful of who I entertain, conversations, certain things
absolutely.
like that. Because I've even had people attempt to emotionally guilt me back into to certain relationships with people or
Wow.
conversations, and I'm like, I can't do that, especially when individuals have expressed or shown they don't have the capacity for certain things. And I just cannot permit that because I'm in a place in my life now where it's just like, this is where I'm at. I'm operating out of a healed place, a whole place, um, a place where I have found my voice and strength, and in other seasons of my life, I would have compromised that just for connectivity, and I'm in a place like, "No, I've worked too hard, I fought too much, I prayed too much, I cried too much, I fasted too much." Like, I'm not giving that up.
Right. That's right.
So, I totally
Love that.
understand. So, with you being a mom and doing all of these amazing things, how do you manage your new space and balance with your other responsibilities?
Mm. Prioritization.
Mhm.
And I have to, so while I'm very much like a planner, like I know I can tell you what I'm going to do Monday through Sunday on Sunday night. And sometimes, and it's so funny because we're learning about spiritual gifts and all this stuff, right? And so I get thrown off if my week is thrown off. So what I've had to learn to do is to be flexible in the areas that God needs me to be flexible in. And so there are some things that I'm going to absolutely protect. There's no negotiation, right? And so when I say prioritization, I mean like my relationship with the Lord, insert husband whenever he comes, and then time with my son. Those are my priorities. And then and there are very important things after that. But I would say just balancing what's important day to day. Like I literally have to take it day by day because I'm learning how to hear God's voice when he's sending me in another direction and not getting all up in a frenzy because it wasn't on my plan or it wasn't in my task list, right? And so I'm learning to be flexible, but also very firm with what it is that I have going on and protecting it at all costs. And just as an example, if I know that I budgeted like a certain amount and then I get asked out, spur of the moment on like a Thursday or something,
Mhm.
Adelia, you got to be mature enough to be like, no. And for some people, $35, to go out or whatever, ain't a big deal. And while I can do that and I can handle that, it deters me from a larger goal that I have, because
Yeah,
that's
and see, that's my cousin Candy.
hey, cousin Candy. So
My
cousin
big
Candy,
cousin.
cousin Tracy, y'all are cousins. So now we all cousins. So yeah, so just prioritizing and trying to make sure that I hear the Holy Ghost, and routine. Camille, routine has been my friend in this last season. Like, I have to follow the routine in order to stay focused.
Yeah. I think my thing is the routine. One of the things I feel like is boundaries. What has helped me a lot is ordered steps, right?
Yeah.
Getting up. Look at them, they to my hey
Shout out to
cousin.
fitness pastor. Look, they go.
It's gonna be a virtual family reunion.
It is. I love it.
Yeah, but order steps has helped me because getting up at 6:30, I know that starts my day. So what I do is I have an alarm that goes off at 6. And so
Mhm.
that time I immediately turn on my audio Bible, and right now I've been in First Samuel a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm also in Judges as well. And
Mhm.
that's a way for me to have my devotion in the morning. Now I did oversleep this morning because it was raining, so I missed the order steps. But I
That
did have my
rain.
audio Bible on, and
That rain.
but I am like at almost 8,000 steps, so I'm doing good. But
That's, I might be embarrassed.
that's how I start my day as far as that, just
Go.
because to have my mind prepared for the day, and then I'll listen to something in coming in to work. Usually it's Bishop Younger. 9 times out of 10 it's probably Bishop Younger
Yeah.
in the morning driving into work, and then I'll listen to something throughout the day. But outside of that, like you said, routine, but just for me, a win for me has been scheduling social media posts. And that
Yes.
helps so much just because social media can be overwhelming. So I
Yeah.
figure if I schedule certain things, have them set up, that decreases time for me off my phone. So that way, if I want to spend more time listening to a sermon, doing a devotional or planning and working on something else, i.e. music, podcasting, writing, that frees up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Um, One of the things I feel like is kind of a pet peeve, people assume because I scheduled a post, I'm on my phone, so you want to call. Or just because you see me on social media, that doesn't mean I wanna talk.
Right. Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. Can you say it a little bit louder for the people in the back?
yes, and even honestly, sometimes at night, I know it's can be strange, but sometimes just scrolling on TikTok is decompression for me.
Yeah.
I do look at a lot of hair makeup videos, whatever, or just even the news, because there's a lot of information there, and so I'm scrolling, catching up news stories from the day, and that's my time to kind of decompress for the evening, and then I'll go back to another devotional, whatever, before I go to bed. So I totally understand that. So do you like for you, you're doing the I Am Morning Coffee, you have your health journey. And
Ooh,
with your health journey, you've been so transparent
yeah.
about that. And so I was watching a piece of a podcast with I think Lecrae and Kira shared, and she
Oh
was
yeah.
talking
I
about
love
how
it.
yes, I haven't finished it, but she was just sharing how she felt like her weight was a curse. And
Mhm.
so for you, even with what I call the plush girlies, and you've lost already like over 100 pounds, because I've heard how people can say, even though they're losing the weight in their mind, they still view themselves as their bigger self. So,
Yeah.
what has your internal conversation been like, or is like right now,
Mhm.
as you continue to lose the weight and you're becoming bigger in spirit, bigger on platforms, but physically smaller?
Um, so just for accuracy, I'm not quite 100 pounds lighter, but but I am about 40 pounds lighter
Okay.
from when I was
I don't know
hospitalized.
why I thought you was losing.
Well,
Okay.
I put it, it's coming off fast.
Yeah, because like every
We'll say
time I
that.
see you, you're smaller. So I was thinking she's probably lost like 100 pounds because you're significantly smaller from the last time I saw you.
Really? Wow. Well, thank
Because
you
your
for that.
face is slimmer. To me, your face is
Yeah.
slimmer.
Yeah. And people usually see it before you see it. So
Okay.
so outwardly, I would say I'm thankful, whether it's 40, 100, 200, whatever. I'm
Okay.
just thankful for every pound because when I went to the hospital in May, and I did like this little series called Lessons from a Hospital Room or a Hospital Stay or something like that. And I'll put it this way. I never want to feel that again. And so I had to I came out of that hospital a different person.
So
In
that was the breaking point for you?
Yes. Yes. I said if I had to compromise and when I say compromise, if this is gonna be my new normal, oh, we can't do this.
Mm.
Oh, we can't do this. And you got a choice to make at this particular juncture, Adelia, because either it's gonna continue to get worse and your hospitalizations are gonna get more frequent. You're gonna be away from home. How did it feel being away from home for 3 days?
And then what about your son? Like, I know that impacted him. It probably scared him, right?
And it did. And thank God for a village that was able to take care of him. And I'm not going to lie. Let's just have a mature conversation. I
Yes.
thank God that I have life insurance in place. Okay. Number two, my mom died at 43. So there are a lot of things going in my head, right?
Really?
Because I'm embarking on that 43 soon, right?
Okay.
In a few years. And so of course I'm in my head, and I was in the hospital for the very same reason that complicated her last hospital stay, and she died. And so there are a lot of things that were
So were
going
you
through.
thinking about cycles? Like, I'm perpetuating a
Yes,
cycle?
yes. Am I going to leave my son? I birthed my son at the same age my mom had me. That was at
Okay.
24. Am I about to leave my son? These were the things going on in my head. And so when I got out, oh, I hit the ground running. Still dealing with complications and all. I'm still dealing with lingerings of that hospital stay. But Lord knows that He has kept me. And you asked me, what is the internal conversation that you're having? If I could be like, I've never really had like this, even at my heaviest. I never really had like this conversation where I would like beat myself down too much. It would always be like, you could lose some weight. Like it was kind of casual. And maybe that was the point that God was trying to show me. Maybe you were a little too casual with this.
Like, you're
Because
not being proactive or aggressive enough about
you're
your
not
health?
being aggressive like at all.
Mm.
You being real, what's the word? You being real liaise, I think that's the word, like real casual about this. And there's nothing casual about your health. And this isn't even about weight and pounds. This is more so, and I know we'll talk about the conference later, but this isn't even about that. Like, this is about you being physically okay enough to handle the assignment that I have for you. You asked me, because my private prayers have been, Lord, thank you for 100 years. I thank Him for that. I thank Him almost daily. God, I want to see 100. Excuse me. And He's like, yeah, I give you 100, but you
But you have to
gonna do?
manage it. You have to
Gotta
manage it.
manage it. And so the
Yeah.
internal conversations that I'm having with myself is, when you first got out of the hospital, Adelia, you avoided a lot of foods. You kept it real clean. That's how that weight came off so fast, right? I went from being on 3 medications to just being on one. And the only reason why I'm on this one is because it's maintaining my diagnosis. And so, and I don't even want to be on that one. And in my conversations with the doctor, she's like, number one, I've never seen anybody come off these medications as fast as you have
Wow.
in all of my years I've been being a doctor. And she said, and
Right.
number two, she said, you can actually come off this last medication if you want. She said,
Mhm.
however, we don't want you back in the same place. And so let's just wait a little longer. And so I said, all right. And so so I'm only on one medication now.
Okay.
But yeah, like the internal conversation I was having with myself is, are you going to continue to walk in a changed mind and change behavior? Because you can resort back. It's real easy, y'all, to resort back. I really don't care how traumatic the experience is.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just really hard, like for old habits to die. And so you'll find yourself, falling back into old things. And you have to you got to like snatch yourself out. almost slap yourself, like slap some sense into yourself, literally, and be like, get it together. Like, these are the internal conversations that I have. Like, if I start eating crazy or desiring to eat crazy, I go back. Like to May when I was hospitalized, and I'm like, never mind, it's not even worth it.
So
That,
how do
makes
you
me.
feel like you got there though? Like how did you was it just a slow progression? Because particularly in the South,
Mhm.
especially as Black people, when we hear Deacon George talk about it, a lot of church people are very unhealthy
Extremely.
because we center our even as Black people, our culture is um centered around food.
Mhm.
So like for me, it was the pandemic and then things that happened during the pandemic. But then the pandemic is over and
Mhm.
it's like I can't blame that on the pandemic now. That's me.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so when Deacon George asked us, our fitness pastor, like, what is your motivation behind your health journey?
Right.
One was getting back to myself. One, I'm down 18 pounds. Um, I can
Congratulations,
see my
girl.
cheekbones again. Thank you, God.
Look, I'm trying to
um,
see my collarbone again.
Come on, collarbone.
It's coming.
Um, yes. Number two, I said I'd rather pay through my plate now than pay a pharmacist later because meds are expensive. And a lot of my classmates from undergrad in college, I've lost quite a few, have died.
Yeah.
A lot of it not taking care of themselves. Some health, but a lot of it is um, just poor habit. And a
Right.
lot of my counterparts look older than they should.
Yeah.
And so I did not wanna be in that number. I wanna be over here with Angela Bassett and
Hello,
them, 'cause
body,
she looks good.
please. Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
And, also, when I hit that seven-figure mark, I wanna be able to enjoy, my coin and enjoy it with the people I care about, and I
Yes.
can't do that if I'm sick, if I'm tired, if I don't have energy.
Mhm.
Um, just a multiple reasons, and also just for mental health because when you look better, you feel better, and I don't wanna go up a flight of stairs and out of breath and, so a lot of different and I got tired of being in church shouting and I'm winded, like, can
Ain't
we
no
worship
way.
him right now? Can we lift our hands and just say, "Thank you?" Oh, listen, I was like because one Sunday, no joke, it was so good, I said, "Oh." I tried to play it off. I stopped because I was really tired. And, then I was like, "This is not it." Like, I sh no. So, some things
Like,
had to change, for sure. Some things had to change.
yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm so
It
proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. And I just wanted to say something to Ladare. We ain't stepping on your toes, sis. We're lifting you up. That's what we're doing. We want everybody to come higher. That's what we want. Because I can't imagine doing life without people like Ladare or you or or my
Or
cousin.
Mandy.
Or Mandy, right? Or I want everybody well, like and okay, like, and if we can all ride and coast to 100 together, that'll be even better. But
Yeah,
I will say that maybe have been like kind of a trauma response from being
yeah,
hospitalized. Man, I'm on everybody's head, my family, y'all, because if we don't fix these habits, what's coming. It's
yes,
not a surprise.
yes. So, turning the corner here, Adelia, how has celebration how can celebration become your new normal?
Mhm.
Because, we have all of these major milestones, like, for example, the Speaker Podcast, we've now hit over 10,000 downloads. That was one of the goals for this year. I didn't
That's
think I would write songs and get into music, but that happened, and I have, like, 4 tracks out there, and like, "Oh, I can write music, and it's pretty good,"
yeah, it
and
was.
those little things. So for you, after coming out of a season of just loss after loss after loss, how do you live in this season? Like, how do you manage celebrating because 'cause I'm the type of person, every milestone, every win, after all the L's, I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate, and if you don't like or
Absolutely.
comment or share, I don't care. I'm gonna post it and say, "Yay, Cam," because y'all have no idea the hellhole I came out of.
Right,
So, still
right.
knocking dirt off, but
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
am so thankful. So for you, what does that look like?
I would say that looks like intentionality. That's
Mm,
the word that comes to mind. Because if you aren't careful, your losses will overshadow the wins. And everybody idea of winning is very different. Um this morning I had a bit of a fit in the kitchen while I was cooking breakfast because I was like, it hit me and dawned on me. This is the thing that I take for granted every morning.
mm,
The simple act of being able to wake up with zero pain, okay? With the
wow.
use of my, seems simple to some people.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be compromised for me to be thankful for it. I'm thankful for it, but now putting my feet on the ground on my own. Did nobody come in here? That was a healthcare worker that helped me
Mhm.
throw my legs over the side of the bed. Did nobody
Wow.
help me with my buttons this morning? I went in there and cooked breakfast myself. I woke up. I didn't wake up with murder or suicide on my mind. I woke up in my right mind.
What they say, he's a mind
He's
regulator.
a mind regulator. Do you hear me? Because there are
Yes.
things going on in this world that will make you lose it. And
Yeah.
so when you talk about Adelia celebrating, start with what seems so small. Like I celebrate as I go now. I don't wait till the big, let's celebrate at big 40. Let's celebrate I don't know, a million followers, which is great. All of that is wonderful. Have goals, set goals,
Yeah.
celebrate milestones. But the truth of the matter is that tomorrow's not promised. And so I don't know whether or not I'll get to celebrate the next thing. And so because I don't know whether or not I get to celebrate the next thing, I'm gonna celebrate. Am I back?
You're here.
Okay, so because I don't know if I get to celebrate the next thing, I'm gonna celebrate now. And so, like even today, there were some challenging situations at work.
Yeah.
Adelia, you maintained your composure. You made sound decisions. Um, you out here on the speaker podcast and everything. Like
You have a major event coming up very, very soon
major event made with everybody a
with
headliner on.
heavy hitters.
Heavy hit. God bless little old me. And these are people that don't just accept any assignment
Their
now.
names. You have names that carry weight.
And outside of the name though, Camille, these folks
Yeah.
got character.
Yeah.
Like these are people that I really love. Like that I didn't call on them for their names. I called
Right.
on them because I trust them. They have at some point in my life encouraged me, changed me, have made me better, has touched me in a way that has really helped my glow up. And so
Impact. Have they've
impact
impacted. Yeah. And the poor. They've poured into you.
and invested.
Yeah.
I am an investment to them. That means a lot to me. I don't
Yeah.
take that for granted. And so, yeah, so I celebrate as they come. And I'm very intentional about it. And when the big ones come, we'll celebrate those things too.
Girl, you have big ones now. What do you mean? I was like, your lineup. Oh, she's in the bag. Okay. And then even it's a cross that I asked for because there are some that are like up and coming, and
Yeah.
then you have some that they are like, ooh. And so we are posting that now. We're gonna slide into that in just a moment. First
Okay.
of all, you have Olivia and our pastor and Sharon, and you have Jennifer Trotter. Like you have when I was like I told you last year I was gonna register,
Yeah.
but then when you dropped the flyer, it just only put incentive on my registration.
Yeah.
Because I
Wow.
was like, I knew I was gonna do it, but now I have to do it. But I was gonna register anyway because when I went last year, I was like, this is so cool.
Oh,
Plus, I was like, this is my sis. I'm gonna support. And just like last year, I was like, you know what? Come back again. We're gonna push her event
yeah.
because you pour into me, you encourage me, and so this is my way of pushing what you got going on because I think
Thank you.
First of all, your heart is sincere. You have the heart of a servant. I think you're so dope.
Thank you.
And one day I came to church and you had flowers for me. And I was like, I've never had one of my female friends ever give me flowers before. Just to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. Hey, I love you. I love your shine. Like, who
Wow.
does that? I'm not gonna cry, okay? But
Cry.
not doing it. We're not doing it, okay? Just not gonna do it. Because I'm a creative and he broke us down last night about creatives and I'm an empath. No, we're not doing it. And I feel all the feels, so absolutely not. But just thank you for literally giving me my flowers. So
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's so deserving of that and more.
and D9 sis is so detail oriented. They were yellow tea roses. If you know, you know. It's like, I see what you did there. See what you did there.
Come
Okay.
on, detail.
And so I have one more question before we hop into your event because I want to talk about your Worth the Wait event coming up really soon.
Okay.
The inspiration behind this year's theme, all of those things. Before we do that, I do want to ask you about what have been ways for you as far as walking into purpose and joy. Because even to me, you've always been like an upbeat person.
Yeah.
But it is like somebody's turned up the dial on it and your glow is glowing. Your glow is glowing.
My glow is glowing.
Your
Wow.
glow is glowing.
Wow. We're gonna have to run with that. I like that. Man, that was a really good question, Camille.
I know. That's why I did
Yeah.
that.
And it's crazy because I thought I had an answer. But when I'm thinking about like my day to day, every morning, I'm gonna let y'all in on am I here?
You're here.
Okay. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little Adelia hacks. All right. I intentionally, when I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror, I smile at myself. I take the time and I smile because, to be honest, some of these folks so mean. Like, you may or may not catch a smile today. I don't know. But when I
People
look,
are mean.
they mad about a lot of stuff. But when I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror and I smile at myself. And I take the time to be easy with myself, like to really just pour into me, like be gentle with me because I know
Being gracious to you.
being
Yourself.
gracious and merciful
And
towards myself because my God is. And so I have to be very careful before I get out in that world and people start trying to tear you down or confuse you or manipulate you or coerce you into something that you're not. I have to remind myself of who I am before I walk out that door so that I won't compromise that. It's interesting because even the attention that I'm getting, the attention from men have upticked. Now, I will say I've been thankful that for the most part, that has never like really been a problem or anything like that. But as the increase of attention grows, I'm reminded it's not, Adelia, it's not just looks. You got to understand that these are spiritual attacks because you desire to be married. You know that, you've been praying for your husband. And so the enemy will start sending all types of crazy stuff your way.
representatives.
The distraction.
Yeah.
It's really what it is. And I don't care how good it smells. It could be a distraction.
Burrito and vanilla.
Lipstick on a pig. Okay.
Oh, God.
So the practical things is because life and death resides here. I have to speak certain things. I have to be very intentional about what it is that I say. I have to check myself. I'm in constant like self-reflection. Did I do that wrong? Did I say that wrong? Did I approach that person wrong? Did I could I have done better? Whatever the case may be.
The inventory, yes.
Yeah, inventory. So being very intentional with how I handle myself. Dr. Matisa.
Yes. AKA the red glasses. The glasses.
Yes. And the disruptor. I need y'all to
Y'all
go
better go follow Dr. Matisa, and I need to bring
follow
her back
her.
on too. I know she's processing, but I do want to bring her back because she was here. She's been on the show twice, knocked it
Yeah.
out of the park both times. We love Dr. Wilman. She is such an
Yes.
inspiration. So
Yes. Oh, absolutely love her. So y'all make sure y'all sign up for her cohort too. And I actually went through her cohort. And
did you?
actually, going through her cohorts, since she's here, I'm gonna talk about her. But going
Yes.
through her
We're gonna
cohort,
we're gonna pump her thing too. So
okay, good. Yeah, I just put her link in the chat. But going through
yay.
her cohort helped me reach some goals that I had. And so that's part of this whole glow up. You want to talk about practical things and walking boldly in purpose and joy. It's pulling on those resources. And let me say this. Investing in yourself. That's what I did too, Camille. I
Yes.
invested in myself. And I looked, at people that I trusted, see what they have, see what they offer. And if I feel like it speaks to my life and me moving forward, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay the price. And I pay their price. And I
And
don't
don't ask for a
have
discount. I hate that.
and don't
Whenever I support whomever I support, I don't ask for the discount. Either I
know.
need to set the money to the side, stack it up and pay, or I pay it then. I do not try to hustle the people I love because that I know they've put work, time, effort, money, sweat, and tears.
Right.
And the price is the price. And just like I tell anybody, quote your price and don't flinch.
And don't flinch. Do not blink twice.
Be
But
like
those
Juanita, Dr. Juanita Bynum.
but those are some of the practical things. I speak into
Yes.
myself, I talk to myself, and I get on that altar. I have been getting on the altar like the last 2 Sundays, but
Yeah, I saw you on the wall.
yeah, I've been up against that wall, man, because there's a
Yes.
lot that I have to unload. I realize I internalize a lot. And so you got to do inventory
Mm,
of yourself. Because I internalize a lot, I got to go release that thing on the altar. And so I have
yeah.
to be very intentional about releasing things. So I'm not carrying extra baggage and weight throughout the week. And
Yeah.
so I take advantage of the altar. I'm reading more. I'm waking up and being more intentional about my routine in the mornings. Routine helps me. You got to know
Mhm.
what helps you. You got to know what is going to make you feel better, what's going to help you be better. I have all of my workouts on my calendar, and because I live by this thing, I put these things that make me better on my calendar, so I don't budge from them. So when
That's
when
good.
people ask me, you want to do something? Nope, I got to work out with the fitness pastor today.
Yeah, and that response alone, that's where I've been as far as sometimes my answer is no,
Yeah,
or I don't have the capacity for that right now.
yeah. Oh, I love
Well,
that.
why?
I
I
love
don't
that
have the capacity for that right now. And I had someone a couple months ago, they wanted me to do some design work for them.
one.
And they were kind of like, "Well, you're doing this for over here." And I just said, because I foresaw what was going to happen in August. And I'm the type of person, if I'm all in, I'm all in. I don't want to just be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I just don't like to show up like that. And I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, I don't have the capacity for it. Unapologetic, I just don't. And
Yeah,
so because I knew in August I was gonna start school, I had a desire to do that. That was on my calendar. And I
yeah.
knew that was gonna take up on top of my other responsibilities because I still
Mhm.
wanted to be able to show up for my church the way I do
Yeah.
and other things. And so sometimes, like our pastor says, sometimes saying no now is saying yes to something later.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. Weaponize that no.
yes. So tell us about worth the wait. Okay. What's behind this name? Where did this come from? Because I just know it as the Hype Burn Squad. So, what was your inspiration and motivation for Worth the Wait for 2025?
So I was going through so much for Roar, which was
Oh,
the theme last year.
right.
It was so much that, like I said, losing one of my friends, grieving, it was just a whole lot. And
Mhm.
it was all heavy. It was so heavy. I didn't want to do the conference anymore. I wanted to scrap it. I didn't want to do Roar. I wanted to cancel all of it because I just felt heavy. And the Lord was dealing with me, and all I kept hearing, because initially it was worth the wait, WAIT.
Mhm.
And God, had me go back and look at it. And he's like, nah, like you're handling this weight just like I need you to. and I'm getting out of you exactly what I need. Because when it's heavy like that, you know, you put on a back brace to protect your back when you're weightlifting. And all weight, you know, in bad. Heavy weightlifting is good for you because it builds your muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy weight around your midsection, not so good, because now you're talking about being, you know, being open to disease, right? And so we really got to differentiate what weight we're carrying. How do you use that? But despite whether it's good or bad, Camille, God tells me is all worth it. And I know that there are some women, and the last day to get tickets is August 31st, by the way. I don't think I've been sober and like serious about all of my conferences,
Mm-hmm.
but this one for some reason is really hitting real hard because there are so many women under duress, under stress, and they don't know it. And they're just pushing through, and they're just being okay, you know, think they're okay. And no, we got to give you some strategies so you will not respond in a maladaptive way to life, your blessings, because of this weight. You got to know that it's worth it. You got to know that you're enduring this for a reason. There is something on the other side. I posted this song today about praise your way through. Praise your way through. Cry your way through. Whatever it is, the way is through. And so worth the wait is your way through. It's like that's why I included the teenage girls, because it's almost like a rites of passage for them. Y'all in high school, y'all fighting with being at church, but you also fighting with the world, being in school. Y'all fighting with so much and contending with so much that it can all seem so very heavy, to the point where depression starts coming on, suicidal thoughts start coming on, mismanagement of funds start happening. Like you can start making real dumb decisions.
Yeah. That would set the tone for the next 20, 30, or the rest of your life. Yeah.
And weight will suffocate you if you don't distribute it properly.
That's good. I don't think you need to say that again.
Weight will suffocate you if you do not distribute it properly. And so this is a proper distribution of weight. That's what the conference is. So yeah, you're going to hear about finances. Got to get that money right. You're going to hear about practical ways on how to love yourself. Okay. You're going to hear about practical ways on how to minister. We're going to minister literally to every part of you, your mind, body, and soul. And I'm really thrilled. Let me just say this, that I think historically, all right, y'all,
this will be one for the books. I think this will be one for the books. Yes.
But I'm so excited because I remember posting like maybe a year or 2 years ago that Sharon or Elise was definitely like, she speaks to the mental part of a person. I said George speaks to the physical part of a person, and Pastor Moore speaks to the spiritual part of a person. You literally got mind, body, and spirit in those three siblings. That's amazing to me. Only God could have arranged that, right? Where all of their giftings, not all of them, but how their major giftings are in those areas. And so to have all of them there,
and you have Jennifer Charter, like you have Olivia is coming, like,
and it's intentional.
Yes.
Like airplanes, we have to take on more weight to climb higher. Absolutely. Come
That's
on,
good, Tracy.
It's so good. So yeah, so that's worth the wait. I I had debated on like compromising the price and going down. Man, no, it's $100.
The price is going up.
Yes, and it's worth it. It's worth it. I'm feeding you. You're gonna get a good lunch. You're gonna get a good meal. You're gonna get good speakers. You're gonna get a personalized gift, amazing fellowship, resources. I think it's underpriced, to be honest. But
what are the colors this year?
So the colors this year are purple, gold, like purple, gold, and pink.
Okay.
I think it's on the flyer. It should be. I think those were the colors on the flyer.
Okay.
But more than what I'm really excited about. So you're wearing like your boxing clothes, right? Your athletic wear, your cute athletic wear. Make it look cute. Make it look whatever. But you can wear what you want. I'm not making that like, that's not like mandatory.
Right.
Don't let that keep you out of the room. But what I am saying is I can just see the women like with, you know, their cute boxing. Like you can get like this skirt, I think it's on Amazon, that looks like a boxing belt, and it's all like glittery and stuff. And so it's like this boxing theme, this athletic theme. Because yeah, we can look cute all day, but the truth of the matter is when you're trying to shake this weight and you're trying to manage this thing, it's not always cute. And so we put on cute athletic wear,
So it's
and
like at the leisure athletic wear.
yeah, at your leisure
Nice.
athletic wear. I like that. I like that.
Awesome.
At your leisure athletic wear. Absolutely.
So, first of all, I want to continue to thank you because, and I said this earlier, um, I'm kind of now beginning to own some of the things you've been saying to me, even in the podcasting space.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you need those people to speak things into you when you can't see it, or you
Mm-hmm.
feel like, oh, I can't do that
Mm-hmm.
until it starts to really resonate. And so
Mm-hmm.
you've been one of those people for me because there have been moments I still question or have questioned the whole podcasting thing.
Yeah,
But now I'm just kind of like, yeah, I am meant to do this.
that's
And
right.
I'm good at doing this.
That's
And
right.
I'm going to continue to do so. And so having someone to kind of be that wind to say, go, do it, win, knock it out. You've been
Yeah.
one of those people. Like you have a gift of encouragement. And so I just want to openly give you your flowers and say thank you so much for doing that.
You. Thank you so much. It's an honor. It's an honor that you even hear me. Like that's a that's a big deal. And I need you to hear when I tell you that. Like it's not something that I just say lightly. Like I don't just pass those out, but you really are, like, you operate in such excellence, and you are in function before you ever get title. And so
Mm,
you're functioning as an award-winning podcaster. It's coming.
thank
I
you.
see you at like the award shows and all this stuff with all these major IG influencers, and all these influencers on social media and TikTok. You're like, hey, we want the Speaker podcast to be at the, I don't know, the Black Film Festival, like interviewing people. Like, it's coming. And matter of fact,
Yeah.
I would even propose to you to solicit like yourself. Hey, y'all got room for another one. Put yourself out there and don't be scared to ask. Because the worst thing, what they gonna say? No, we got too many. Okay. You already doing the great things anyway. So even if somebody did say that, doesn't matter. No. But at least you ask. Because you just might get well, tell me more about your podcast.
Whew.
And then you might, I can see you at Black Christian Influencers Conference.
Mm.
I mean, like, what's up? Speak Her podcast.
See, y'all, these are the conversations. Like I give a compliment, then I just get jumped in. I'll be like, I will say a thank you, but you just went well. But I appreciate, but that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that you see so far beyond that. And
Yeah.
that's why you need people that have a wider vantage point than you. And if you don't have people like that in your circle, you may want to check your circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think for you, like even with what you're doing, Fox Theater, like larger stages,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming for sure. Um,
Yeah.
and we're not gonna cry. We're gonna move on because Pastor just exposed all the creative business last night.
Girl,
Like he
Jenny,
put all our business out there last night. Like
snatch the shits
skip,
off. Gosh.
skip right over category 3, just jump right on over to okay. Like wow, sir. But yeah, I appreciate that because
Like,
I
it's a
was
big
like, it
merch.
explains so much. Like, oh my God, clarity. Okay. Moving right along. So
Absolutely.
before we wrap things up, but we always have fun here. But do you have any takeaways, nuggets for the listeners and viewers until you come back? And then also, we're gonna reiterate where can people register, the deadline, and where people can contact you on social media.
All right. So wait, I'm sorry. Say that first part again. I heard the last part. What's the first part? You
Oh,
said
just
deadline.
just some little the deadline for your event.
Okay. So the deadline to get tickets is August 31st. That is a hard stop. The reason why is because September I have to, the gifts are so intricate that the person needs time. And so I have to cut it off on August 31st. After August 31st, I mean, I may let people register. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. But you will not get a gift. I'm just saying that right now because they're personalized. A lot of time goes into them. They're beautiful. People love them. And so I need time to make sure that I have everybody on a registration list. Again, August 31st, last day. You can follow me at Inspired AJ on IG. I am my morning coffee, all things. I am my morning coffee on TikTok, IG, Facebook. And you can follow the Sister Hype Squad Experience on Instagram. And I think I push everything through TikTok on I Am My Morning Coffee. I only have one TikTok page, and that's I Am My Morning Coffee. And so, so I hope to follow you, connect with you, talk to you. Did I mention I'm a licensed therapist? So if you need a therapist, reach out to me. I won't tell a soul.
Safe space.
Safe space. My profile is on Psychology Today, so you can find me there. So that's it. So I hope to connect with you all soon.
Awesome. We're gonna put the visual up one more time. So feel free to screenshot this, or you can slide right over to Adelia's page. And I've shared it on the Speaker Podcast a couple of times on Facebook. And I'm also going to share it again on my Instagram and my Facebook page as well. So you guys can do that here because this is a major event. I'm going to be there and supporting. This will be my third year. The first year I was virtual. The second year, I was like, no, I need to be in the room. This is really cool. And so this is my third go around. So it's a great time. And it's a great way to meet other people, like other women within the city of Atlanta. Some people come in from different places. So it's a great networking place and just to build your sister network. So thank you, Adelia. So everybody, this has been a great time here. This is Camille Essick. I'm host of the Speaker Podcast. This is the podcast where innovators and creators connect. Be sure to follow me on all streaming platforms such as iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Pandora. And I would love to hear from you. You can also send me an email at thespeakerpodcast@gmail.com. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night with my guest, Deshaun Gales. We're going to continue our conversations with innovators and creators as we dig deeper into our conversation regarding AI. That will be a very interesting conversation that you don't want to miss. And y'all, if you haven't heard, because I've had people ask me about what I'm doing with AI, I do have a course available. If you want to do the VIP, it's a one-on-one session. That information is available on my website. Or you can also do the group session as well. So if you and your friends want to hop on, if you know other creatives, it is limited to 5. And the reason why I have it to 5 is because I want everyone to feel like they're getting the attention that they need. So I do have the VIP and group sessions available. That is scheduled for Fridays. They are on my website with the dates. We have one this week, not next Friday. No, not this Friday because I'm preparing for coming home this weekend for church. So, but next weekend. So that information is on my website and the dates are announced. So if you want updates on that, be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe and follow me across all platforms. Sit tight, Adelia. Y'all be great, be blessed. And I'll see you on the next one and enjoy my new music now streaming on all the streaming platforms and on YouTube. And yes, I write on my own songs. Y'all be blessed. Good night. Bye.
Welcome to the Speak Her Podcast with your host, Camille Essick. Into another episode of the Speak Her Podcast. Be sure to follow Camille on Instagram at camille.essick, Facebook, the Speak Her Podcast, or www.camilleessick.com.